So I would say it's two things in belly dance. It's connected to the music and to the feeling of the artist of the music. So you can dance and just be emotionally connected with the music, and when the music plays sad tones, you are dancing very sad low, and when the music is very high, you are dancing high, and then you are connected with the music or with the emotion of the singer, right? So this is one thing, like this is to understand belly dance. But to gain your own character and put to this something from you, you have to find your energy in that and put your energy to this. And this is what I mean. Every of us are different, and when we are our own self, then we are vibrating on the highest energy, because we can be the best of ourselves. We can try to be somebody, but then we will never be the best of somebody's version. We will be the best when we are our version. And every of us, we truly want something what is the highest vibration. So the audience will love you the most when you will be the best of yourself. Hello, my beautiful dancers. Today I want to talk about how to learn faster belly dance and gain the results which we want faster. And it's a rule to learn faster. We have to understand something. Like when we understand, then we learn faster. So that's why it's important to be aware what about this belly dance, and then we can quickly adapt to our body and mind this, because we know what we want then, right? So simply, belly dance is about energy, and as everything in our life, when we have higher energy, then we are more success and more happiness and joy is coming to us. And that's why, because people want high energy. So in dance, it's exactly the same. People want the high energy. When you perform with the high energy, then you look more beautiful, and also you bring more joy for the audience. All dancing is about emotions and interpreting the music and the emotion in the music, especially in belly dance, where is a lot of inner movements and the movements are very complicated. Then when you start to understand that the movements are about the emotions and about the energy from the music, then you will faster do this movement, and while you will doing this movement, you will look more beautiful. And here I want to give few examples. Like, for example, I saw like a lot of dancers are going like they are performing in the competition, but they are looking all the same, and the ones who winning the competition are the one who have their own character and own energy with this movement. Like often you can see the dancer with the performance, but it's just boring. It's nothing special for us, because she's just copying the movement from the choreographer or from the teacher. And even sometimes she don't remember about all the details, and then the movements even don't look good. It's not interesting, but doesn't look good, right? But when you understand that the movement is about you or about the emotions, then you even don't have to remember about the details of the movement, because the movement starts to look immediately good. Even when you remember about the rule that this is about emotion, then naturally the movement will look very good, because you will put to your movements the energy, and then the movement will look very good, and naturally we'll have these details which we want from the movement. So this is very important. And of course, belly dance is not easy dance and require the techniques. But I always say, like in belly dance, I'm sorry for my hair need a brush. I'm sorry for that. They are very nice. They are washed, but they need a brush. Just need a brush. I'm sorry. Oh, and it's starting raining, but I'm under the roof, so it's okay. Okay. Yeah, so about the techniques, we have movements in belly dance, which they are difficult and they are engaging our muscles. And we have also the easiest movement. So all these movements in belly dance, we can choose either we want to do the easiest movement, which they required only use the joints and body awareness and coordination, which we can learn fast just through repetition. But the hardest movement with which they require the muscles, they need time to adapt to our body and to the muscles and flexibility, and this is what we will gain through practicing with many hours and years. This is not something what will happen immediately, but when you will love what you are doing, because you will understand and have joy from that, and people will like it because they will see that you like it and you have joy, then you will more likely train hard to gain these techniques. But techniques are not required to do a good performance and to achieve your goal with dancing. For example, when I started dancing, belly dancing, I knew that I want to be a teacher, so I just went to the nearest 3 competition and I won all of them. Actually, I won 2nd place and 3rd place, I think, but they were just my first competition in my life, and belly dance competition, and I never learned belly dance. I just had some experience in my past, but I needed to learn from myself from the YouTube. So, and I just went with some simple movements, but which without the techniques, but I understand the rule that the energy is very important, and understand the music, following the music. When you follow the music, you are connected with the energy of the singer, of the instruments, and you are emphasizing that, you are showing that to the audience, and then you bring a real true joy. When you have the joy inside you, you are sharing the joy outside to the audience. Another example, there are a lot of famous belly dancers in Egypt and around the world, especially in Egypt. And when they started to be famous, or in Turkish, like Didem, I don't want to say others, but there are a lot of famous belly dancers, and they became famous even when they didn't have techniques. And after performing many years, and because they were doing that a lot of many hours, very long time, they gain techniques because your body gets used to this. But before getting the techniques, they just became famous because they share a true joy and their own character and energy way of dancing. So this is the key. So the last part, you can ask, so what is the energy, right? How you can find it, and what is that exactly? Because that can be not obvious. I remember it was not obvious for me in the past. So I would say it's 2 things in belly dance. It's connected to the music and to the feeling of the artist of the music. So you can dance and just be emotionally connected with the music. And when the music plays sad tones, you are dancing very sad, low. And when the music is very high, you are dancing high. And then you are connected with the music or with the emotion of the singer, right? So this is one thing, this is to understand belly dance. But to gain your own character and put to this something from you, you have to find your energy in that and put your energy to this. And this is what I mean. Every of us are different. And when we are our own self, then we are vibrating on the highest energy, because we can be the best of ourselves. We can try to be somebody but then we will never be the best of somebody's version. We will be the best when we are our version. And every of us, we truly want something what is the highest vibration. So the audience will love you the most when you will be the best of yourself. And we have to find who we are. Are we funny? Are we serious? I believe like it's no bad emotion and it's not nothing bad inside us. I mean, we shouldn't be bad, but any of our emotions and way of being are bad as long as we have good intention. So when every of us are different, I'm like relaxed. Somebody is more gentle, more seductive. Somebody is more serious. Somebody is more angry. And all of this being, as long true, gonna be very beautiful and powerful. And I recommend to, like, for sure, the way to find yourself is to being alone in the moment which you enjoy. And then you are starting getting relaxed and you start to understand yourself. Like, look at yourself in the mirror, deeply in your eyes, connect with yourself. I don't want to say like connect in the mirror with yourself, but I mean like, during the day we are emotionally somewhere else, with the job, with the people who are surrounding us, with the situations, with the people who are influencing us somehow, not always positive. I wish it will be always positive, but we are mentally somewhere else. And we are forgetting. It's good when we are all the time with ourselves, but it's hard to be all the time with ourselves. So when we are alone with the situation which we like, in some situation which are relaxing for us, then we can come back to us, and start to observating who we are for real. What is our way to joy ourselves, and then we are becoming ourselves, like purely ourselves. And then we can understand when we are, for example, when I'm dancing and when I'm listening the music which I like, then I'm dancing the way who I am, and then I can perceive who I am, if I'm funny or not, if I'm very serious, if I'm emotional, if I'm touchy, and this who you are, you can later put to the music and to your dancing. That's why it's very beautiful when we see something different, when the dancers share her different style, different way of perceiving the dance, different way of putting the energy to dance, because this is her own and unique. And every of us have our own and unique. And when we will find this, then our choreography will be more interesting, and then we will dance with more joy for ourselves and for the audience. So this is simply how I advising you to progress yourself in dancing. I'm launching my new classes here in Sydney, regular belly dance classes. And I truly believe, because I'm so happy that I'm in this international environment, and here are a lot of people who are from very religious country. I mean religious, like people who are very aware of the energy. So I'm sure that it's going to be very easy here. But I just want you to remember, if I would someday provide classes not in Sydney, that will be very useful for people who are not really for people who are not thinking too much about spiritual things. For every of you who will come to any classes, belly dance classes, especially to my classes, it's much more easier for me to teach people who know that belly dance, and like every kind of dance, but especially belly dance, it's a lot of about energy. So when you come to the class, this is the time when you can connect with your energy again, like remind yourself, okay, like who you are, and dance as much as you can along with yourself. Of course, we will do all the same movements, but with your style. Then you can develop yourself more, and then all of us gonna dance better. So I will not have to remind you to keep your chest up, to keep your hands beautifully, because that will come naturally when you will be connected with yourself. And remember to be very connected emotional with the music, because all this music have a lot of emotions, and when we understand which emotion the music shows at the moment, then we will naturally know which movement we should use, because all movements in belly dance are becoming from the emotions. So they are movements like very touchy, very happy. I don't have enough vocabulary to say that in English, but all the movements are about emotions in belly dance, and depends of the emotion from the song, we are using these movements in the dance. And when we will not go for classes with the mindset that we are going for Zumba classes, for example, for some simply exercise, but we are going for something more, expand with the art, with the emotion, with everything, with ourselves, then we can progress faster. Okay, so I'm curious, do you have some more tips how you can learn faster belly dance? If there is something more what we can use here and what can help us, and let me know if any of you have the same experience with belly dance and progress faster with the emotions. And what do you think about emotions? If you agree with me that every statement is good as long as we have good intentions. I love my sadness, my angriness, these emotions which some people says that is like low vibrating energy. I'm not agree with that. I think it's not low, like every energy is very high. Just we have to know how to use it and why they are for us. Yeah, but maybe I'm wrong, so let me know. And I wish you a lot of dance, good dancing, and developing faster and all the time. Yeah, kiss, kiss, kiss.